What's up, everybody? Joe and Richie back here, Profits on Prime. Today, we wanted to post a video about pretty much our road to where we've been so far, how we started off, how we ended up connecting. We thought it'd be pretty cool to share with you guys kind of like our roadmap of where we went and where we plan on going.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's hop right into it. Rich, you want to start it off?
Yeah, pretty much when I got out of high school, uh, I decided to be a mechanic, and I've always had like a little niche of or something in the back of my mind that I wanted to pursue something online. I like the idea of being free, being able to travel and still make money, on a phone or on a computer. But I was good with my hands and I liked cars, so I traveled every day, 2 hours each way, three in the morning. I was home by 11 p.m. at night. I was going to school and I was a mechanic at night doing, oil changes and stuff. That wasn't making me a lot of money, so I got into the union in New York for motion pictures, and it was paying me what I was making in a week as a mechanic in one day. This is one of like the better unions in the city, so I was getting paid six figures off the start.
Yeah,
And
it's a good job.
everybody kept telling me, Rich, why aren't you happy? You haven't made. You're 19, making over 100,000 a year. You're 20, making over 130,000 a year. Like you're making so much money, and I was saving it, but I just wasn't fulfilled. I just didn't understand why. But I kind of knew that it was just because I felt like I needed more, and like at the same time, like I had no family, bills, and I like nicer things in life, and I just couldn't see myself supporting a family and getting the things I wanted just by, $100,000 a year, and especially living in New York. But then a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I started Amazon. I started it without Joe, and for like maybe 7, 8 months, I just really couldn't get it. I was selling like 10,000 a month, maybe, but I was focusing my time in the union because I was scared to, take time off. I was scared to tell them no if they asked me to work for that day because, I could just burn a bridge or everything I worked for. I just felt like it was going to be gone. It was like the scariest thing.
It's a big
But
move to go from having like that steady job, that steady income, especially when it's good, to
yeah,
kind of
I
taking a
mean,
risk, and it's like I just want to work for myself, like that freedom. It's like
yeah.
a big jump, and it's hard to take.
And it's hard too when everyone around you just keeps telling you that you're doing the right thing by going in the union. You have a pension, you have your benefits, you're saving, you're buying real estate. Like just keep going down this road. So like for me to just say I don't want to do that and just go working on Amazon, it just baffled my whole family. So then one day, me and Joe always before that spoke to each other on the phone. We had the same mindset, but he did real estate, which he's gonna get all into, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to sell cars. Um, you know, I had no idea. But we spoke and we're like, how about we just buy this mentorship and kind of just go in together and see how it goes. Like I had a month off, so I was like, if it goes well, I won't go back. It didn't really go that well in the beginning. We did very good. We were working 24 hours a day, but we just we wanted to get into wholesale. We were just not getting the accept of really the calling the wholesalers and the whole business side of it. But then after that, it started picking up.
So my story was a little different. I mean, me and Richie knew each other forever now. So pretty much, I my dream was always to go and be a doctor. It was just something I'd always wanted to do. Went to college, jumped around a few different places, was kind of finding my comfort zone, and I had kids young with my wife. So when I was in college, I'll never forget. I like walked out of a class one day and I called a family friend of mine who worked in real estate, flipping houses and building houses. And I was like, hey man, listen, like I just had my first kid. I'm still in college. I have a long road ahead of me. Like, can I come work for you? Could you show me what to do? Maybe I could do it on my own. And he definitely gave me the shot. So I was still in school at the time, full time. And I was also working at a hospital full time. And I started working real estate on the side, and that was the first kind of glimpse I had of working for yourself and that freedom of like, yeah, I'm still working more, but you just have your own freedom to, come and go. You could go to work as early as you want, leave as late as you want. If you have to leave and do something, like no one's hounding you for it. So I definitely like that. Um, but I was finishing up school. COVID had happened. So I ended up dropping out with like a class left, and I kind of went like full in on real estate, and it was going good. Never really had like the really big hits, but I enjoyed it and I learned a bunch. I ended up going back to school, And I actually saw another one of my family members and a couple of friends I knew and Richie. They were all starting this Amazon thing, and I was like, I don't know, it's not for me. Like, I'm not doing it. You see all these people all over Instagram, and it's like, ah, it's got to be BS. Like, it just wasn't my thing. Um, then I had finished school, and at that point, I kind of was on the fence. Like, I really didn't want to go anymore. I mean, real estate was like picking up, and I saw everybody making money doing like so many other things, and I was like, maybe I could just work for myself, like, not have to do this for another 10 years. And so that's kind of at that point, it was like me and Richie were talking, and he was like really getting tired of like working for other people, and I definitely was like, I want to try everything I could possibly try before I have to like
Yeah.
work for another 15 years. And we were just like talking about it, talking about it, talking about it. And then one day he was like, you know what? Let's just sign up for this course. We'll split it and we'll literally make the best of it. Like if it works, at least, it works. If not, at least we tried. And literally since that day, I think we've been together like a minimum of like 10 to 12 hours a day, like on top of our full time
Yeah.
job. And like I would never go back. And it's just really crazy to like see how this road has gone, especially when it was like nothing that I don't want anything to do with this. Like, and I
Yeah.
had like no sales experience. Like when I was working in real estate, I was flipping houses. So, I sold a few houses here and there, but it was really like more the construction side of it. And this road, like once you figure it out, it just takes off like exponentially. And like, I mean, even like this, like YouTubing, making videos, like I never had any thought of this in our head, but like people
Yeah.
start,
When I would bring it up, like, oh, we got to start a YouTube or whatever, he was like, I mean, you could.
yeah, like, yo, you have fun making those videos, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. Um,
Yeah. It gets
like,
addicting. I mean, when you see like the numbers coming in, it's like, wow, like, I put in the work, but like today I did no work and I made money. Like, it's
yeah,
awesome. It's insane.
and it's also cool because Amazon is definitely a business where you don't have a choice. Like, you kind of have to dive into the community and talk to other people and network. And like most people see like the people showing off all over the place on Instagram and stuff, and like that has not like been my view on it so far. Like we've met so many humble people that have literally jumped to help us and showed us so much stuff, and it makes like such a difference. So now people are kind of reaching out to us, seeing kind of in a sense how fast things have went, or I guess, or whatever reason, and like it's kind of hard to tell them no because it's like if it wasn't for the people that helped us, like we probably
Yeah. I
really
mean,
wouldn't.
me and Joe
We just
started,
touched the surface. I mean, we have like so far to go, but it's definitely been quick to where we got. Like I didn't think we'd
yeah,
be where we are now.
me and Joe started in May, and you know, November we did $150,000. Like, you know,
Yeah,
if you put your mind to it and you legitimately like don't sleep and you just try to learn as every second you can, like I'd be eating cereal in the morning and I would have a YouTube video of like anything I was lacking, if it was shipments, if it was returns, or whatever the case may be, 24/7 I was learning. You have to have that motivation. I mean, and with me and him both attacking it at 100%, it was inevitable for us to not be successful.
yeah. I think like we also both hit a point in life at the same time where we're like we're ready. We don't want to work for other people. Like I'm tired of working 40, 60 hours a week to make someone else rich. Like I just want to work
Yeah.
for myself. Like that was
I,
it.
I was working 17 hours a day, traveling an hour, 2 hours each way in the rain, making someone else rich. And no matter if I brought home good money, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to me because what I was put through for the week, I wanted 10,000 a week. Like it was never enough. I'd rather put that time in to build something that I could be proud of, you know?
Yeah. And like I would definitely say too, like people like offset their expectations. Like it was not easy, man. Like we literally, like on an average day, we're up till 3, 4 a.m. on the computer, and I mean, like 9, 10 o'clock, we're back on prepping orders to get them out. Like working, looking to find new products, looking to find new wholesalers all day long. Then we hop on, like we usually will have meetings or stuff, and then we try and record some
Yeah.
content here and there. Like it is a nonstop grind, but it is more satisfying than anything to see your work go to benefit yourself and like not other
Yeah.
people.
And
Like,
that's what like everyone that DMs me or is going to join our Discord, which the link is going to be down below to our Discord. I tell them like I want to make an extra 1, 2, 3,000 a month. Like, can you help me out? And I'm just like, I can, but like the first thing I'm going to tell you is it's not easy. It's not a side hustle. And if you do want to make it a side hustle, you have to put when you get home to when you go to bed, you have to learn in the beginning. You have to take every piece of knowledge, or else you're really not going to do it. So like I don't want
Yeah,
people to waste their time when they don't really know the full capacity you have to put into this business.
yeah. I think it's reasonable to make it like a small side hustle. Like I know some people that are just looking to like cover a few bills, like, but
Yeah,
it's especially in the beginning, even with that, like it's not a couple hour a day thing. Like in the beginning, it takes a long time to learn. Once you learn it, yeah, sure, you can spend a couple hours a day and cover your
yeah,
expenses. But I mean, like if you're looking to make this a full time thing, it is a full time thing. Like, I mean, we are easily
yeah,
working like 12 plus hours every single day, 7 days a week, except for that like one time here and there. It's like, all right, I'm going to grab
yeah,
dinner quick or something.
yeah.
And the
And
other
like
thing too is like when you want to grow fast, like I feel like a lot of people that was like a big question. Like, well, how did you guys get to six-figure months in almost like 3 or 4 months in, whatever it was? And it was like we still have not literally taken a single dollar. Like every single thing, I couldn't even tell you how much money we made. I have no idea.
yeah, and
Like
how much we're
every
just
dollar.
rolling over and you know just paying ourselves enough, not even from the business, from our other jobs, just to pay our bills. You
Yeah.
know, it's been a struggle, but obviously it's worth it. I mean, it's been insane, and it's been fun too. Like, getting him on the camera, like doing all the things that we thought we would never have done. Like, this is one of the rooms in his house right now because we are saving
My house is
every dollar.
horrible. My wife
We're
wants to
saving
know me.
every dollar right now.
My living room, my front room, my bedroom, and I guess this office is just filled like to the brim with boxes. And like I said, I think we have a long road ahead in a sense, and like we still have a lot more to go before we get where we want. But it's definitely been cool to see like you put that time in and you get rewarded, and it's literally
Yeah,
just repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And I
yeah.
mean, I can't wait to see like where we go. I mean, pretty
And I'm
far, I'm
hyped
sure.
too that we're like showing our journey now and like posting it everywhere. I only used to post it on Instagram, but now I'm posting it on TikTok, YouTube. So I mean, all the links will be down below. But like, I'm just excited because everyone's comments are all so positive towards us. So it's
Oh
just
yeah,
really awesome to see like the comments, and it's also awesome to help you guys out when you guys DM me questions that it just reminds me about when I used to DM everybody else to help me. So it's just like really cool.
yeah, yeah. Like that's literally the part of this that like I didn't expect, at least at all. Like so many people just like reach out to you, even if they want advice or not. Just like, oh wow, congrats guys! Like looks like you guys are killing it. Look at
Yeah,
this. I'm
yeah,
like, it it started up and then it's like it just got so high where it's like we could literally barely go through like all the DMs of like
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
asking questions, which I think that's actually the next thing that we plan on doing is I think we set up like a poll for a Q&A, so we're going to do like a Q&A video. That should be pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, just people like asking questions, asking for help and like, kind of giving us a pat on the back for going there and it's like I don't know where this came from like
Yeah, yeah,
like pretty quick.
100%. We wanted to post this video too because like everyone I feel like is like you said, like posting their watches or their cars or their fake lifestyle, like, behind the scenes looks like this. This is if you legitimately come from nothing or you didn't have a lot of money or you're starting a business from scratch, it's not beaches and watches and bottle service.
For a long
It's
time.
it's rooms of cardboard boxes and not taking a dollar and blood, sweat, and tears and no sleep. So we kind of just wanted to show our story and like show like where we came from and like where we're at now. So like,
Yeah, that was another thing too. Like we had people like ask along the time. They were like, "I mean, you're doing these numbers. Like, why do you have all these boxes in prep?" And I'm like, "I mean, damn. Like, if that's like 2, 3 thousand units a month, I mean, I'm saving like at least 3, 4 grand a month right there. Like, if you
yeah,
got the
cash.
time, if you got the time in the beginning and you're willing to grind it out and you want to grow fast, I mean, like, put the legwork in. Like,
If Joe showed you our shipping settings, you would understand the grind. He put it till our post office closes at 4:30. We have till 4 o'clock. Anything that comes till 4 that day has to be shipped out. We are at the ultimate hustle. We are at 6 days a week,
yep.
next day shipping. If you really want it, like there's ways to get it and not be lazy. Any excuse, throw it out the window. We did it.
Yeah, I think also like another thing that's kind of cool about telling your stories is I think there's a lot of people that kind of have it on the back burner. They're like, oh, it'd be cool to do that, but you know, like I'm not that person. This was like a 180 change for me. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
really didn't know much about computers, like, never wanted to get on a camera. I literally was like studying, I was going out in college all the time and studying my ass off. Like literally anybody, if I could do it, if Richie could do it, like, you could definitely do it. And there's definitely fear of doing it. Like, I'm sure when we first started, like, you know, Richie was like on the fence of like, oh man, like, I don't know how I'm going to put this time in and quit a job. Like, I need to keep my job to pay some bills here. And like, I think if that's your question, like, don't quit your job, but just realize you're not going to sleep. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, just
Yeah.
don't sleep or turn your phone off for a few hours. Like, if you look at your phone, I guarantee you it shows that you're on there like 5, 6 hours a day. Like, cut that down to an hour. You put in 4 hours a day. In 2, 3 months from now, your life will be totally different.
100%. 100%. All right. Well, I think we hit everything, right, Joe?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, like, comment. All the links to our Discord, TikTok, everything will be in our bio. So I appreciate it. And our next one, like Joe said, will probably be a Q&A. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.